Thank you very much, Mino, and thank you, everybody. Yes, it's time for Q&A. As Mino just said, so this is the time for you to ask your question. You can just raise your hand, your virtual hand, or put your question in the chat, and then we strictly go ahead. Uh, Mino, back to you.
Okay, so at this point, I don't see any questions. Anybody else that would like to add to what was said? Fumi, maybe you, please.
I don't have any question.
No questions, but comments while we're waiting for questions. So
Oh,
we make great use of the time.
it's for me. I just believe that, like Sister Comfort said, we need to be excited, and the fact that Bramati said it's almost 6 years that they, the OnPassive.com was bought. Wow. Who knew that? We didn't know when it was bought. We just knew that there was a website that came up. Like Bra Collins, when I first heard about OnPassive in a passing, you know, there was no website. It was just a write-up, on the internet. I looked at it and I thought, okay, someone, using their brains for something, wise during this lockdown. Excellent. God bless him. And I went away in passing. So for me to now come and be part of it, even though I saw it in passing, that spoke volumes for me. Just like Brad Bob said, this God, and even Asha said, except God stops what he's doing, nobody can stop on passive. So
Right.
the best is yet to come.
Thank you. Yeah, while we're waiting for questions, major milestones were testament to the growing capabilities of the company. We went through a period of rapid expansions, bringing new talents, new professions, new educated academic people, and exploring diverse technological avenues. Our presence in Burj Khalifa was a landmark event, receiving widespread acclaim and establishing OnPassive reputation in the industry. Looking back at this review will help us believe how blessed we are. And I don't think we can repeat it too many times of these stages and steps that we've come through. Thank you, everybody, for covering it all.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you,
I
Mino.
think it's been a good. Am I allowed to say something, Minu?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So when you think about the journey, so much has happened. You think even about things people said. I really do miss Jeffrey Murdoch today because there's something he said. Because I'm always on his case. There's one day he told me, "Comfort, you know what? I joined on passive with a bad attitude, and so thanks to his bad attitude." The ebook was born, and this is where Jeffrey is, and he is going on and on and on and on and on. Sometimes we need to listen to that because it's quite sweet. Because Jeffrey was like, I need to see the root of this. I need to know where he's going with this thing. He does all the research and takes down the notes and does everything he is doing. And it's always giving, checking it out. It's all green and green and green, and it becomes the ebook. The historic ebook. Who did not read the ebook in those days? I'm not sure what you would have done. So it's so sweet a journey. Then the people you have met on the way as well. Things that people have been saying that some time ago before we were refunded our registration fee. Peter Rogers would say he's going to put, I think, a signpost of some or something like that around his estate or something. He would say he was going to say just 97, because people will be wondering what has made you this rich, so prosperous overnight. And so he's going to say just 97. Just all of those things, they were sweet, and we would laugh over them, and all that we are fine, all of the sweet people we've met along the way, and so on, those who have dropped for good or bad reasons. I think it's been a journey. Then the family, the bonding, and all of those things, it's something that you cannot buy with money. You can't exchange it for anything at all. So it's been quite a beautiful and sweet, lovely journey. And I think it's just about to begin. we look at 2018 thinking that it starts. There's sometimes Fumi will say, if you think that it started in 2018, as college was added today, it's been in incubation for as long as Ash can remember, and it just got hatched in 2018, and here we are. We take it on, or we take on it, and then we are going on and on and on. So,
and I remember
it's quite a
that there
sweet
was
journey.
in one of the webinars,
There is a question.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Please.
There is a question. Let's try to answer that.
So question.
I know, we're just trying to fill the gap. Sorry.
Right, we're so excited. The question asks, please, any product to sell life insurance or bank products?
I think the only thing you can consider here is the traffic side of things. There's not specifics for life assurance or bank products, but specific targeted traffic is something that we will have very shortly. Obviously, Ash is about to bring in ODomain, and once we have ODomain sorted, then it's likely that we will have access to traffic. So you could use your ODomain and link it to your life assurance or products that you have to offer for individuals, and then simply drive specific targeted traffic to that website. I have to say, I was in financial services for a long time, and having seen what's on offer with the opportunity that exists with OnPassive, I no longer see the need to offer excuse me, those type of products to individuals when we have an opportunity with the products that OnPassive has to offer. But as I said, you could use your website quite easily and drive specific targeted traffic to that.
Right. Thank you. So at this point, no other questions yet.
Yeah, Minu, yes, I have this question. Let me come in with this question that I got from one of our platforms. There's been constant and continuous update in our OES, and the recent one being the inclusion of the billing details in your profile section, and also the payment processor that was displayed live recently. Now, even though there hasn't been any communicate from corporate, the question that some affiliates are asking, should they go ahead to update their information, or they should wait for an official statement from the corporate? Did anybody get me?
Take that question. We could hear you.
Yes, good question. I think the best answer would be for us to wait for corporate to send that communique for us to go and update our billing addresses. Even though you can do it, because we don't know, there are certain fields and there are certain things that you can do and can't do and stuff like that. So if you go and update it and then you make a mistake and stuff like that. So we have not had a specific notification from corporate that, hey, now go and update your billing address, but the field is there. So my advice would be to just wait for corporate to send that notification, because by the time that notification comes out, every issue surrounding the billing address field has been taken care of. You see, so that's my rationale for saying wait for a corporate communication to update your billing address.
So to reiterate what you said, Bob, Marty also mentioned don't rush to it. There is no dead-end time to it. And there are some people that cannot find their province in the database. So just hold on that.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
There was
Bob.
a question. All right.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, there was a question that came on during my live chat yesterday. We did not attend to that though. the person was asking that now that I know that at some point Ash says just one account is enough, and people just take it like maybe you're being punished for having multiple accounts, which is not the case. So I'm just asking so that in case many people are thinking like that. So somebody was asking, now that the CEO says one account is enough, are we going to have bonuses in all of our accounts, or do we get the bonus only in one account?
Andy, what do you think?
You're going to see every single account has a system is attached to the system. Whether you've got 1, 2, 10, 20, 600, it doesn't matter. Bottom line is the bonuses are being set up specifically so that you have a group, and part of that group will allow a bonus. We don't know what that is yet. Ash is yet to release that, but there is no specific that says, well, I'm sorry, because you've got more than one account, you're not gonna get any bonus on that account.
Right.
No, that's no. So don't worry. Every single account will be in exactly the same position as every other account.
Like, just to add to what Andy said, every account is a business, a separate business. The system doesn't know if it is Comfort or Collins or this. That's how computer doesn't know that. It just sees this account as a business. Have you done what it says you should do? Yes. Have you activated? Yes. Have you purchased O Connect? Yes. The system will say, all right, give this. It's not Mr. Ash Mufareh controlling, look, it's not human being, it's machine. The machine has been programmed to do what, a particular job, and that is how it will work. So people should not worry about I have multiple accounts, because the system doesn't know. The system look at it and said, we have 1.4 million founders. That's how the system is looking at it. The system doesn't look at the multiplication of the account, or this account is owned by this person. The system look at it and said, you know what, we have 1.4 million businesses within OnPassive. And if the time for bonus comes, if you've done the right thing with all those accounts, yes, of course, they will give it to you. If not, then you say, right. It's just like talking about those who have not migrated, and you ask, oh, what will I have bonus? You've not even come to the marketplace. How will you have it? So, just do the thing, and we'll leave the rest for Mr. Ash Mufareh and the tech team, because they've already automated the system. You shouldn't worry about that.
All right, so there is a comment and a question mixture. Thank you all our leaders for the great job you are doing. God bless you all. We love you all. Please, if I may ask, when are we going to launch? That question keeps coming up, right?
I think we have launched since September. So this person might have not have checked their back office, their OConnect. They are not doing anything. We have launched OConnect on September, and they better go and try to enjoy the OConnect that we are using right now.
Yeah.
Thank
yes. OnPassive launched since long time ago, like Marcien said. We launched OConnect. If we didn't launch, then we will not even use OConnect. If they don't launch a product, how will you use it? The company will keep it until when they launch it. So this is live product we are using. So OnPassive already launched. I know most founders, they are looking at, the monetary part of it. I've not received anything. But remember, if we look at OnPassive, say we have 3 million customers now. Let's see ourselves as customers. The few affiliates, some of them are affiliates. Yes, we came in, click that button to make commission. If you said, okay, have we started making commission? We'll say no. Have we launched? Yes, because there are customers who are in OnPassive. They are not there to make money. They are there to use the product. Are they using the product? Yes. Are they enhancing their business? Yes. So OnPassive launch in that perspective. But the side of we founding member or affiliate making commission, we've not started making it until when we get to that bridge, and then Mr. Ashford had to unveil it for all of us, the affiliate, who choose to make commission out of it. I think that's the best way to put it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, if I can add here, Minu, if for those who listened to Uncle Bob earlier on, he said the only thing we need to give Ash now is time. let's give him time to do what he is doing, because when he's ready, you will know, I will know. We have launched, yes. You have not taken money because I have not taken and the other person has not taken. Let's give him time
Roma,
to tidy himself up, and that will be it. We're fine.
Yeah, let me also add on that. We've been patient. Like I said yesterday in my old Tech Pro roundtable, patience is a virtue. We've exercised that enough, and please, we should still keep exercising it. Like my brother Bob said, the time. Mr. Ash, at least we've been getting the latest development almost every week. You know, he treats us now like brothers and sisters and like customers. If you look at what happened a few days back, the pop-up on Wednesday, he came back with another update to notify us what is going on. You know, so please keep on your back office and see what is going on. You know, we are at that point now that anything can happen at any time. We're at the point now that, you know, he told us in one of his other 360, he said he will not come out again to say anything to us. We'll just see them at the back office. So please, we are fine. The bomb can explode at any time. So talking about launch, we've launched a long time ago, since September, like my brothers and sisters, they just said. So we are fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Oliver. I like it that you said anything can happen anytime. Check your back office, as Marty said. You might be surprised one of these days.
Absolutely true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Anything can happen at any time. Let's just be excited and enjoy the moment.
I don't see any more
Continue
questions.
Minu, yes, this one also came up. I'm going to go to Andy with this one. The recent update that we had by the payment processor, there was something down below, talks about OFAC, that's Office of Foreign Affairs Control Assets. And there was a list of countries. If somebody happens to be in one of those countries, is that something that the person needs to do?
You'll have to refresh my memory.
I can take on that, Andy.
I think some of those pop-up message, let me just interject. Let's leave that for now. Yeah. That side, we shouldn't go into it. They said, don't interpret it. Just leave it for the corporate to interpret it.
Correct.
Got you.
Thank you. I don't see any questions.
I just want to ask a little bit on what Uncle Collins just said. Remember, and if it's written in our ecosystem and it's for us, our CEO will schedule a webinar that he will come and tell us about it. So if they put it there and they don't say anything, let us not speculate. Let us wait. He has been so clear with us. He will always come and tell us what they want us to do because it's our company. We cannot go further without knowing what we have to do. They cannot just put it there and let us go and try and make error. No. They will have a way, they will come up. Even if it's a product, they will have a way to explain to us how we're doing this, how we're going with this. So let us, any pop-up that come in, like Brother Collins said, and the corporate doesn't come to us about it, let us not do anything about it until we are told to do something. Please.
Right, thank you. There is a question. It says, a founder's bank is a credit union. When the founder asked for a SWIFT code, the credit union told them that's not how they work. Let me see, scroll up. Okay. Any suggestions other than get an account at a bank that has a SWIFT code?
Can I take this one?
Yeah.
There are a number of banks around the globe that don't use SWIFT codes. You will have different opportunities via IBAN numbers or other forms of transfer. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Bearing in mind, countries like Russia don't have SWIFT. The international system has been taken away in many locations, and Russia is one of them. So everything's changing. I wouldn't worry about it. You don't need to change your bank account. There will be a way to transfer money across from one account to another, or to your account. Just bear with us until such times as they've released all of this information, but don't panic.
Thank you. It's another question referred to Peter Rogers. If OnPassive is under BRIC case, which is gold-baked standard for currency, does that mean we will not be under the US dollar when OnPassive launches?
Okay,
I would
again,
say, I was going to say that'd be a good question for Andy Berks to answer.
Yeah. You've got what's happening with the BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and you've got 59 other countries that have just signed the agreement. In other words, we are moving away from the dollar being the standard currency, world currency for trade. Okay, it doesn't mean to say that the dollar at this precise moment in time is defunct. No, that's not the case at all. At the moment you've got OCoin, which is linked to a US dollar. So one OCoin equals $1 US. That system could change in the future. It's not set in stone. But again, the currency's not going to disappear. It's going to be there for a while. It might lose value, but then every currency across the globe has been losing value since they took us off the gold standard in the first place. So again, don't panic. Not a problem.
Thank you. The question asks, when we start chapter 2 with new payment, how is the structure of the invite links to OConnect set up? Does the early bird get the 25%? Or if a new customer also wants to be affiliate and start like a reseller and sharing around, does he also get 25%?
You want me to take that one as well?
Sure, please.
Okay, so any direct customer that either you acquire or the company acquires for you and takes out a paid product, you will get 25%. If one of your customers becomes an affiliate and then subsequently takes on a new customer to use OConnect, they will get 25%, and they become part of your group. In which case, again, as we said earlier on, we don't know the exact system with regard to group bonuses. If the customer takes on another customer and he's not an affiliate, that's a good question. I wouldn't like to give the answer to that, whether you take it as 25%. I don't think that would be the case, because that customer at some point in the future could become an affiliate, and therefore that commission would then fall to them. It never disappears, if that makes sense. So your best bet would be to encourage that customer to become an affiliate, because then you've got another till, another cash register, because now your business is growing and leveraged because somebody else is helping you to build your business by getting in the group bonus. That makes sense?
Yes, I think that covered the rest of the question too. Yes, thank you.
Everyone's kind of looking puzzled. Are you sure? Especially
No, that
Jean.
makes sense. That makes sense.
All right, any more questions yet?
I don't see any question at my end here, and I think it's about yeah. So we might, if there's no question, then we might be wrapping up.
Sure.
Okay.
Comfort, do you want to do the wrap up, please?
Okay.
I want to.
I think Sister Fumi should do that. Okay, go ahead, Uncle Bob.
No, I just want to thank. I think I saw Pat Parent. Is she here or she's the attendee? I just wanted to thank her for the medallion that she did for us. This is the first time that I'm seeing her. Just thank you, Pat. Thank you. We saw it with our beautiful pictures and the design. It was wonderful. So just acknowledging. Thank you.
She did that for most everybody. Thank you.
Yes.
I received the thanks on her behalf since I can speak. She's not here now. So I'll give her a hug when I see her for that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Thanks, everyone. I am here.
Oh.
I do have a question, though, but I had my hand up. I took it down.
Okay.
It's for the OTech pros. We were talking about doing the billing address. I was out in Calgary, and then Judy and I went to see another founder, and we were helping her because she's 83 years old. And while we were doing it, the billing come up. So we helped her, only to find out that all the accounts should have been in her name and not her children's. And then we found out that it was their Gmail. So I had to go back in and change, but I couldn't change the billing. Will that be able to later?
If I may say something, I heard Marty answering a similar question, and it would have to be going through the support. But
it'll have to go through. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So that's exactly. But for now, I think we'll just wait. But I know support, when they give the go ahead, support will be able to change it. So like Bob said, there is no point, rushing to fill in that billing address because it's a one-way ticket. The moment you click save, the save button disappeared. So only support now can change it.
Thanks, Colin. I just wasn't sure as we were there and she's 83 years old and didn't understand it all. We wanted to help her as much as possible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody. Sister Fumi?
So, Sister Fumi.
Just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you very much for coming to Era's webinar today. It's same time next week. And don't forget, make sure you're on fire and make sure you, not just on fire, but make sure you ignite someone else. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely week ahead. And don't forget some of the programs that are going to come up during the week, 360, and don't forget those as well. Most importantly, stay connected to your OES and the back
Love you.
office. Thank
Love you
you.
all.
Love you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.